Hey, what is up guys, Chamomile98 here, and welcome to my first rapid review. So this is a new series that I'm starting, and it's basically a short, usually around 3 to 6 minutes. It's a little review on a small growing or upcoming game. So it'll basically be a brief look at the game, basic info about the gameplay, graphics, controls, and what you can expect from the game and everything. So this game is called War Thunder. It's basically a war flight simulator where you play other people on somewhere in the world online and you just fight them in your plane. So it's pretty awesome. So it's made by Gaijin Entertainment. Yeah, I think it's a Russian company. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And it's not that new of a game. I think it was made in 2009. But it's not really that big. It recently reached 1 million players. So as I said, it's an online multiplayer game where you fight other people, and it's all based on World War II, so all the planes are from that era, around the 1930s to mid-40s. So the planes are very nice, they're very detailed and look awesome, and the graphics are also really good. If your computer isn't that great and you turn it up high, it'll lag quite a bit, and that will cause your plane to shake violently from side to side. That's what was happening at first with my computer, because it's not that great. But you just turn the graphics down and it's really nice and smooth, and it still looks really good. So, the only thing about the graphics is this: all the terrain around you looks really nice, but the clouds sometimes get really pixely. So yeah, as you can see, there are 3 different views. There's third person, a first person one inside the cockpit, and there's a nose view thingy, and there's also a spectator mode, which is pretty cool. So also, this may not matter to some people, but for me it's really good. You can alt-tab out of the game really easily with no mess-ups or anything, which is great for me because I do a lot of other stuff while waiting for a game to load or something, and it doesn't cause the game to freeze or anything like that, so it's really good. So it is a very fun game. It's a bit shaky, like I said, and it might be because of the internet or your ping, but I'm pretty sure it's just general lag, so turn your graphics down if you're getting lag, and yeah, it still looks nice, as I said. And it runs at around 30 frames per second for me, which is still easily playable. It's completely fine. It's a very nice game, very fun fighting. It's really fun just flying around and shooting random people. And you can eject as well, which is pretty cool, or you can just eject whenever if you want, but it's cool when you get hit and it's all dramatic and you're going down towards the ground and then you eject at the last second and your parachute bursts open. It's pretty amazing. And you can also do some pretty cool acrobatics, like get into flat spins and do loops and rolls and everything. So yeah, you'll get a few different planes when you start, and they're just little kind of pea shooter, just basic early 1930s sort of planes, so they're not like really fast fighter planes and stuff like that. So it's very realistic, but your wings can rip off at really high speeds if you're doing a dive towards the ground or something. That won't really happen with the fighter planes, I guess, but with the smaller pea shooter planes that I was just talking about, that can happen. And you can, run out of fuel and spin out, and when you get hit sometimes you'll get damaged and the tips of your wings might get shot off, or one of your wings might get shot off. And something that I find really cool is your plane will keep flying and you can still shoot and do everything, you can still control it. It'll just go towards the ground, or it'll do exactly what a plane would do if one wing got shot off or the wingtips got shot off. So, it'll still go down, but you can still control it and shoot and maybe get one last little kill before you die or something. So that's pretty cool. And it's quite hard to kill people when you first start off. It's quite hard getting used to the aiming and stuff, but after a while it's fine. So there's a nice tutorial which teaches you everything. So there's basic fighting and shooting and controlling, and then bombing ground targets, taking off and landing, all of that stuff that you need to get you started. So in the interface there are some fleet and army tabs down the bottom, and when you click on them it just says not available. So they might add in like a navy sort of simulator thing later, or maybe an army ground troop thing, which I think would be pretty awesome. So the rest of the interface is also very nice. It's easy to navigate around and a little bit clunky, but it's fine. So there are some pretty cool different game modes. There's 3. There's arcade battles, which is just simple and fun battles, just no real like goal, well, there is, like, to capture the airbase, but, you know, it's just for fun. And then there are historical battles, which is, well, these ones are really cool, I think, where you fight in the same area as a battle was fought in real life, and depending on where you're from, you fight who your country fought in that real war. So, for example, I'm from Australia, so I might fight someone who's connected right now from Germany, or somewhere that Australians fought in World War II. And you also use planes that the Air Force of your country used in that battle. So it's basically a video game recreation of that battle, which I think is pretty cool. And then there's full real battles, and I haven't played that one at all, but I don't know, the name is pretty self-explanatory, but it sounds a lot like historic battles, I guess. So all in all, it is a very fun game, a little graphics intensive at some places, like I said, and the controls are decent, and you can control with either the keyboard or the mouse, and the mouse is kind of, if you're not used to flying planes and stuff, the mouse can be good at first, but you can do a lot more advanced maneuvers with the keyboard. But it may take a little getting used to if you're not used to the general mechanics of flying, so if you've played other games where you fly, and it's not exactly a simulator for it, when you would press the down key, the nose of the plane would go down, but with this, like with a real plane, you press the down key and the plane goes up, so it pushes the tail down. But they're not abnormal or annoying controls, so it's fine. So the final rating on the Rapid Review rating chart, sounds ridiculous, is, drumroll, 9 out of 10. So it's a great game which has huge potential and is extremely fun. Only a few tiny little complaints like the shakiness, but you know, that can be fixed by just turning your graphics down. I really can't think of any other downside, so I would definitely recommend War Thunder. Okay guys, I really hope you enjoyed my first rapid review, and leave any feedback or any games you want me to review down below. And I guess this one could have been a little biased since I love planes and flying and all of that, so you know, I'm probably leaning towards saying it's really good, whereas someone who's not into that might have a completely different view. But I wanted to do something that I knew I would enjoy for my first rapid review. So be sure to click the link in the description to check out War Thunder's website. It's free, like I said, so go and download it if you like the look of it. It's really fun, and I would definitely recommend it. Okay, I'll see you next time. Thanks guys.